see you shiver with anticipation.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shinigami Tabris, and we're doing a small unboxing type thing. Um, so to start us off, we're just gonna do a quick unboxing of a new thing from Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. For those of you that don't know, I really enjoy Dungeons and Dragons. I have it on my channel every Thursday. We do a homebrew game that I'm the DM for. But uh, I was lucky enough, and I've actually had these for a little while. I got them on Friday, and just haven't had the chance to open them yet. But these are the new Magic the Gathering series, which is Dungeons and Dragons: Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and I've got a couple of pre-release packs. And when I say a couple, um, the gentleman that I get my stuff from is a gentleman by the name of Muncie, and Muncie owns a comic shop. And let me throw his. Oh, there we go. There's his YouTube. He's currently doing a thing where you can do doing a giveaway on Monday. So if you're watching this on YouTube, that giveaway's already over with. But if you're watching it now, you can hop on over, become a follower, watch his newest video. It'll tell you how to do it. And but anyways, he's just recently hit 500 followers on his YouTube, and I thought I'd give him a little shout out as well, due to the fact that he's been such a kind person to me on this stuff. There's his little icon at the bottom. But yeah, Muncie's Comic Shop. They do a lot of Magic the Gathering. He's where I get most of my comic books, and it was one of those, since I was picking up comics there, I might as well just go ahead and pick these up as well. But I've got, what is it? 6 of these to unbox. They all look the same on the outside, but they're going to have different cards on the inside. The other thing that I got is, due to the fact I did a pre-order type thing, I got this wonderful Vorpal sword. Whoop, can't see it real well because of... Well, can't see it well because it's foiled. But it's a foiled Vorpal sword. He put it in a sleeve for me. And for me being courteous and whatnot, he also gave me this wonderful thing here, which is a foil promo pack, which you're supposed to get for winning a competition. But due to the fact that I told him I was going to do an unboxing and that I was going to mention him and everything else, he gave me a free pack for the fun of it. Normally when I do unboxings, I go to my widescreen format, but I figured that this, because it's such a small thing, it is cards, instead of unboxing candies and whatnot, that the small screen format would be perfectly fine. But without further ado, we're going to do at least a couple of the boxes. I might do all of them here. Horb can possibly hop in at any point that he wants to. And then we're going to be playing some pew-pews in a little bit. So first thing we got, so you take the little sleeve off, and then you're left with a little carrying case. On it, we've got what looks like a sorceress, a paladin dragonborn, an elven ranger. I can't tell what the other one is here. So we get the elven ranger, and the only reason I say it's an elf is the ears, and then I don't know what that would be. Probably a gnome, cleric or druid or something like that. And then we've got this little logo here. So we pop the top. Inside, what do we got? The first thing that we get is Xanathar's Guide to Dungeons and Building a Pre-Release Deck. Adventures in the Forgotten Realms introduce a brand new mechanic, dungeons. Before you delve deeper, venture forth into this short explanation and become a master adventurer. If you aren't in a dungeon and you venture into a dungeon, choose one of your dungeons and go into the first room, triggering its ability. Oh, there's a whole new mechanic to this game. Okay. Decks are 2 colors, have exactly 40 cards. Okay. We'll get into that later. Next up, we pull out we got a couple of foil cards. And yeah, okay. So my foil cards. Oh my gosh, the art on these are pretty awesome. So the first one is called the Atropole. It's a token legendary creature. It's God Horror. It has Death Touch, which I don't remember what Death Touch means. I wish I had Graxel around. Graxel will be able to explain all of these, and we might talk about I might get him to do a little stream with me on Thursday when I get him in here. To talk about this, because this is something Magic the Gathering's right up his alley. Next up, I've got a skeleton, token creature skeleton 1/1. Okay, so these are foil token cards. Damn. The artwork on these is like freaking awesome. Hey! I hear a Corb in the background. I need to add him to the stream. There we go. Next is a token goblin, which is 1/1. I love the fact that all of my foil cards so far have been token cards, which means they're like the shit of the shit. And then
They're foily.
yeah, at least they look pretty. Doing a little bit of an unboxing before we do our gaming.
I don't blame you.
Thanks for coming to the pre-release. Use this code to unlock 6 adventures in the Forgotten Realms booster on
Yeah, I was gonna say you
the
might
arena.
want to watch out with codes.
Yeah, luckily I caught that beforehand. So I got a code to get booster packs on their arena game. And then this is a
Dude, I
monk.
might have to play that game on there. Like, is that a mobile game?
I don't know. Magic
Is
the
it-
Gather Arena, mtgarena.com, download and redeem. I don't know. We'll look into it. If it is, I'll give you one of these codes.
Nice.
Because like each code is supposed to be able to set up a deck by itself almost.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was
Next
gonna say, I've never played Magic in my life, just so you know.
I have. So next we have this weird card called Monk Class, which is a white-blue. Gain the next level as a sorcery to add its ability. The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. It's a foil card. That's an interesting foil. I don't know if I don't think that's a good foil in my opinion. And if that's the foil card that came out of this packaging, like that's probably the worst card. The die that comes with it is a red and blue speckle D20 that has their dragon logo. I don't know if I can get that to focus or not. I'll take some pictures of this and post them on the Discord.
Join the Discord.
Yep.
Join the Discord.
That's exactly what that's saying. I got a little token sleeve thing. I don't know if you're watching this or not, Ford.
I am not.
Okay, and then it comes with. I see why Muncie recommended these. It comes with 6 of the draft booster card packs. Which I was wanting to buy a box of boosters, which I guess that's basically what he got me, was a box of boosters. So let's go ahead and open up our first pack. Keep in mind, all packs are random. God knows what I'm going to get in them.
Probably get 2 hollows, and then the rest will be 5 normal.
Count Life, Inner Tournament, and more. Token creature. Okay, so I can. Interesting. So it does have a Wizard's Companion for the App Store and Google Play. So it does have some mobile stuff. The first thing I get is, and this has an odd backing, so this is strictly used as a token card. It is a token spider. It has Menace, Reach, and it is 2/1. And for those that don't play Magic the Gathering, token cards are basically something that can be generated. So, like, you have another item that makes these little creatures tokens.
Oh, so they're like the sheep.
Yeah, they're fodder. They are definitely fodder. Okay. First card up, Paladin's Shield. Artifact equipment. I don't know what all this shit does, but it's a white. Dude, the artwork on these is, like I said, I wish I could get it to focus on it more. Like, the art is just amazing on these. Veteran Dungeoneer. This is another white. This is a creature. So we've got an artifact, a creature, human warrior. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Let's go back. Does this one have any? So some of them have little quips at the bottom, and I love the quips sometimes because the quips are some of the best things. So the Veteran Dungeoneer. Her tales of glory light a fire in the souls of the next generation of adventurers. She's a 3/4. She's like a weak, semi-weak creature. The Shortcut Seeker, which is a blue. The old trapdoor under a rug trick. This is almost too easy. Freda's Fireball. Deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Roll a d20. On a 1 through 9, it deals 2 damage to each player. On a 10 through 20, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Interesting. Ooh. I like this. Okay, so these are creatures that I like to put against people sometimes, but they are so hard in the D&D world that I don't put them up that often, and they are definitely challenge rating wronged in the game. So in D&D, things have a challenge rating which tells you how easy it is to kill, and they have these at like half, which means you're supposed to be able to kill them super easily. I get that, but all it takes is one failed save with this creature, and your character is rendered like they become a vegetable. It eats all of your intelligence. And if you have an intelligence of 0, your character is technically dead. And it does it in one roll. On this, target opponent discards a card if mana from a treasure was spent to cast this spell. Instead, that player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, and then that player discards the card. So it is just churning through the deck. The little catchphrase on it, I'll know what you know soon enough. That's a heck of a little statement there. Sylvan Shepherd is my next card, a human druid. They have a lot of them where like if you have to roll dice for stuff. So this one, if you roll a d20 on a 1 through 9, you gain 1 life. On a 10 through 19, you gain 2, and on a 20, you gain 5. Dawnbridge Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you choose 1 Cure Wounds, Dispel Magic, or Gentle Repose, which are all spells that your characters can cast in D&D. Cure Wounds heals you, which that's what it does. It gives you 2 life. Dispel Magic, which lets you dispel magic items or somewhat destroys an enchantment, and then Gentle Repose.
You dispel magic.
Yeah, I mean it's self-explanatory on that one. And then Gentle Repose, exile target creature from a graveyard. Okay. Priest of Ancient Lore. Ooh, it's got a little statement. So this one's got a dwarf on it. We are a product of our ancestors, the apotheosis of countless noble generations. Speak their names with reverence, and they will guide your path. It's a heck of a statement there. The Manticore. I've killed a couple of people with a creature.
As a DM, of course.
Oh yeah. The Knoll Hunter. Oh, okay. So this is one of the ones I knew that these existed. So this card is actually probably worth a little bit of money, but it might be one of the more common ones. So some of the cards have what they call a throwback art. So all of the cards here recently have been like these wonderful colored, amazing artwork. But the throwback cards are actual artwork from first or second edition D&D put on the card. And that's what this one is the Knoll Hunter with the throwback art of the Knoll. And I don't know how much the throwback arts, I know they're rarer, but I don't know how rare they are. Ray of Frost, which is an attack, little enchantment. Keen-eared Sentry. You're not the first to underestimate me. You have hexproof. You can't be targeted of a spell or ability your opponents control. There are so many, like, I haven't played Magic the Gathering in so long, like, reading these makes my head hurt of, like, I don't know what this does. Ooh, one of my favorite items, and it's actually a favorite item of a lot of people. The Bag of Holding, which in D&D, you can legit put your hand into the bag, and anything that you've put in it, like, it's basically an empty black hole. You put anything you want in it, and it holds up to like 500 tons of stuff. And all you have to do is put your hand in it, think about it, and it will like bring it back out. The little caption on it is "Leave no treasure behind," which is definitely the way that a lot of people use it. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. For 2, you can draw a card, then discard a card. For 4, you can sacrifice the Bag of Holding, return all cards exiled with the Bag of Holding to their owner's hand. Oh, wow. Artwork's decent on that one. I don't really like it that much. It shows a guy pulling a guitar or putting a guitar in a bag that it does not fit in. There is Silver Moon Ranger. Wait. Varys. I want to say this is a named character. He's a legendary creature, human elf ranger. Love it, the fact they say human elf instead of half elf. Um, it doesn't have any like little write ups. And then I need to show the card. And then the last card is my land, which is the forest. Okay, the first set, like that was I don't know. I would call that a like very benign, not a good pack. And now that I know that I'm opening 6 little packs while I'm doing this, I'm definitely just going to probably open one of these on the stream today, because that's a lot of... I didn't realize how many cards I was going to be going through. This might be another stream to just do the rest of the opening, because I'm not in any hurry to open them. Holy crap.
Okay, I need to see this.
Okay, so the first thing that I get on the back of it, it says roll for initiative. So I know this is going to be my token bullshit card that just gets thrown away, right? The other side of it is Gwyn Wyvar. It is a named creature. Token legendary creature cat. It has trample and it's a 4/1. 1 means it has 1 health. Which sort of makes sense because the creature is a magical being that's like summoned from another dimension. And in the books, like he is like a badass from hell because of who he works with. But I find it interesting that Gwyn Wyvar, being a named creature, is on a shit card. Why is it a token creature? Like, here, there's nothing about him that's token. He's named. I get another Paladin's Shield, so I've already got one of those. Thieves' Tools. Artifact, equipment. Oh, that's a pretty artwork. Like I said, it's so hard to show these on the stream. So if you want to see better pictures, I can post them. You can also find most of these, I think, on the Magic the Gathering website. Swarming Goblins. Deadly Dispute. Ooh, that's a pretty ring. Trade you my knife for it? As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. It's an artifact with tap. Sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Interesting. Like, I understand a little bit of what it's talking about, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck? You find a cursed idol. That's the name of the card, is you find a cursed idol. Oh, Jesus. A +2 mace. The weight of this magic weapon falls heavy on the wicked. Oh, wow. Mordenkainen's Polymorph. Your purpose may change along with your shape, but your will serve regardless. So Polymorph is basically being able to change. They used it change your shape to whatever you want. They use a similar term in Harry Potter with Polyjuice. The price of loyalty. Most folks got mayhem in their hearts. Just gotta know their price. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Oh, wow. So you can pick somebody else's creature and gain control of it with this card. Priest of Ancient Lore. I've already opened one of those. I've already shown a mana core. Sheshra, the Death Whisperer. She's a legendary creature, human, elf, warlock. Um, Not bad. Like, I like that artwork. She's talking to a skull. A green dragon. Green
When did
dragon.
Madame Olivia get in there?
Do what?
I said, when did Madame Olivia get in there?
Yeah, exactly. Green dragon. Green dragons take special pleasure in corrupting the good-hearted. Green dragons spew. They have it spew. Oh yeah. It's a toxic gas. Blue dragons are lightning. Red is fire. Black is acid. White is ice. The hulking bugbear. Bugbears move with surprising speed for their size and bulk, a fact that has led to the demise of many unwary adventurers. Okay. Zerial, the Archduke of Avernus. Legendary planeswalker Zerial. They are they're like a demon in the storyline. They're actually like a big bad boss in one of the storylines for D&D.
Well, sounds like Azrael.
Yeah.
So like, what is that, like Angel of Death, right?
I don't remember. And then we got an island, which has a little boat. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so we're down to 2 down. 4 to go. As I said, if I would have known how many cards I was going through in this unboxing.
Yes. Yes, I was right.
What?
Azrael holds the rather benevolent role as the Angel of Death.
Ooh, okay, so my token card this time, because it looks like they give you a single token card every time. My token creature card, on the back of it is the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which is quite an interesting, because that's another storyline card right there. Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I don't know what dungeons do, because that's something new. I have a, like, write-up on what the heck they do. But it's the Goblin card, which, in this box, had a bunch of foiled tokens. That was one of my token cards.
Speaking of which, I need to finish Goblin Slayer.
Oh, I even just now looked at the back of the Goblin card. It has the Dungeon of the Mad Mage on the back of it foiled. Interesting. Pretty.
Nice. Ooh, pretty.
So, we got my token card. Up first, Steadfast Paladin. That's a new one. The Hoarding Ogre. Wait. Steadfast Paladin. When I made my oath to Moradin, I left selfishness and cowardice behind. Every battle I make that commitment anew. The Hoarding Ogre. I love the, you can't really see it, and it's gonna be, I'd have to, like, figure out a way. I don't have autofocus set up on the camera on purpose. But, like, the ogre has, like, this huge, like, grin. I really like it. The Shambling Ghast. This is one of those moments where I need a second camera in here for, like, looking at the cards, where I can look at it and then put it down where everybody else can look at it, and it's on a secondary little screen. Eltergard Ranger. If I start doing more of these unboxings like this, I might do something like that, and I might do that for the, like, I might set something up in my D&D room to do this. Since the fall of Elturel, they've walked the Sword Coast from Tethyr to Icewind Dale, eyes always on their prey. Elturgard Rangers. Planar ally. Her light touches every corner, and her wings brush either wall, leaving no place for evil to lurk. Chocobox.
I had to.
Bar the gate. This path is closed for you. Interesting. Little artwork there. The Brazen Dwarf. My grandmother saved the life of a brass dragon, and in return, she was given a glimpse of the fire in its heart. A glimpse she passed down to me. Ooh. The Clattering.
Is that a foil or no?
No, it was not.
It looked like it should have been.
Oh, if it becomes a foil, that will be a pretty foil.
Oh yeah.
Clattering skeletons. When clattering skeletons die, those who die in the dungeon become its guardians. That's one of those statements that I absolutely love. That those who die in the dungeons for D&D become the guardians for the next adventurers. The Air Cult Elemental. Elemental evil distorts the natural elements, limiting them to aspects of destruction. Ooh, here's another one of the original artworks. Celestial Unicorn.
Oh wow.
A guild thief. She puts some coin in the guild's pocket and sends a message at the same time. "50 feet of rope," which is a joke in D&D for everybody starts with 50 feet of rope and they forget they have it, and all you need is rope. If you would just check your thing, you would know that you have it. Wizard class. So this is my foiled card in this box. I knew this was going to be is the monk, which is it's a pretty foil, but it's not that great of a foil, and it definitely confirms that this is just a shit, that's the shittiest foil I could have got. The Instrument of the Bards, legendary artifact. I love the fact that she's playing music for animals. And then a basic island land. And that's it for that set of. So. Three more packs, and then we'll get into some gaming, because like I said, if I would have known this was 6 little individual packs, I thought it was going to be one of those I open a box, and then the box is going to have just a crap ton of cards in it that I just quickly flip through. But no. Token skeleton creature with a mind. So I've got a foiled skeleton as well. Kick in the door. Ah! We tried your way. Now we do it my way. And kick in the door. What do? I kick in the door? Okay, you kick in the door. Now all the creatures know that you're there. They turn and look at you, ready to kill you. Steadfast Paladin. I've already shown that one.
Extremely D&D.
Yeah. Hoarding Ogre. I've already shown that one. Feign Death. A drastic measure for dangerous times, feigning death. An inspiring bard. Wake up, my friends. There are deeds to be done and treasures to be won. Planar ally. I've already shown that one. Clever conjurer. I'm always happy to lend a hand. It's a gnome casting mage hand. It's got like a little nuance to it. A boulet. Now this one I love because of storyline of like how this thing got its name. Capable of moving swiftly through even tightly packed earth and leaping surprisingly distance above ground, boulets are difficult to escape once they've caught a scent of prey. So, in original D&D timeframes, some of the creatures that they have, they legit had like this little miniature from some weird thing, like from overseas or something like that. And it's just a toy that, or somebody's drawn something and they put it in front of someone, and that person's job is to name it and tell you what it does. And they were like, it looks like it's a burrowing creature because it's got these like big claws on the front and whatnot. And they're like, well, what would you name it? It looks like a bullet, so like let's just add a French type accent to it and call it a boulet. And it is spelled B-U-L-E-T-T-E, but it is boulet, is the way that you're supposed to pronounce it. Oh, Jesus.
A for effort?
Yeah.
Actually, that's more like an F for effort.
A genie Windseer. Or Djinn. The Purple Worm. Now this is a creature from D&D. Like it's a classic creature. Underground civilizations maintain magical barriers around their settlements to deter these monsters. And the reason it's such a like classic creature is like it kills like a lot of things, and it just comes up out of the fucking ground and decides to eat you one day. And it's 4 times your size. Ooh, alternate artwork. I do know this is alternate artwork just looking at it. Because it's it's what they call full frame artwork. But it's the Blue Dragon alternate full frame. So to show the difference, this one's got a black border, and like there's a lot of like breakup in the card with the black borders. This Blue Dragon has no border. It goes from tip to tip on color and so forth. This is a rarity card. Again, I don't know how rare it is, but they don't make a lot of them, so I'll have to look that up. Ooh, I just saw something. That'll be. I got 2 rarity cards in this pack. That's a good one to know. Hama Pashar, the Ruin Seeker. Someone took the time to carve these inscriptions. The least we could do is care enough to read them. And the reason I know I've got another rarity card is I saw it when moving cards. Delia the Wild Mage. Old school artwork. I really liked it. This artwork is some of my favorite. I really like this. Like just the black and white. But this is the other one that I know is a like rarity card. It is a foiled Djinn Windseer, which I think I have a Djinn. Didn't I get one earlier in this one? I did.
Yeah, you just got one.
Okay, so ready for it? I've got both cards to show you. One is foiled, but it's not the original art. It's not the it is original artwork and not the new artwork. So, like, here's the foiled original artwork. That is so pretty. And there's the, like, artwork for the new one. The new style artwork. Like, those are night and day in
So they're the
style.
same. They're the same card, but two completely different things.
Yeah, same exact card, just different artwork.
It's pretty wild.
And then I get a mountain. So like this pack right here was actually this was a good pack because it's got that blue dragon with the full artwork, and then it's got the foiled original artwork to Jin. I'm super happy with that one. I would be like, if I would have opened these in front of people that actually know Magic the Gathering and know the odds of that, I probably think I just hit jackpot on some of that.
Probably.
Okay. I've got treasure. Legit, that's what it is. It's treasure. So my token thing is just treasure. Token artifact. On the back, it's got AFR draft archetypes. Adventures in Forgotten Realms. The Goblin Javelier. Javelineer. Damn. Hate gets you.
That sounds fast.
Yeah. Hate gets you only so far. A pointy stick can close the rest of the distance. That statement is the best. Like, a pointy stick can help close the distance. Cursed Idol, I've already shown that one. +2 Mace, I've already shown. Mordenkainen's Polymorph, I've already shown. Price of Loyalty, I've already shown. Hired Hexblade. I'll take care of it. You just be sure to hold up your end of the deal. And I am making note of the ones that I've already shown, whether it's different artwork or not. The Hill Giant Herd Gorger. A shepherd's crook is useful for cleaning bits of wool out of the teeth. Oh, man. It's a hill giant that basically kills a group of sheep and their herdsmen. Jaded Sellsword. Today, that'll cost you extra. Another Boule. Another Djinn Windseer. Now, what the fuck is this? Targnar Demon Fangnol. So the reason I say what the fuck is this is like the border on this is so weird. I don't know how well this is picked up, but like the green, red, and yellow ruffles on the top of it is so different from this. Like none of
It's
them.
like they tried making it look fancy.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like an alternate artwork or what is up with that. Because like even the next one, like it's just like a dark. None of them have that double color. Check for traps. Relax. I'm a professional. Sure you are, as two swords come out.
Oh, I was gonna say that is also a very D&D statement.
The power of persuasion. I hate to say it. The creature that they're trying to persuade right there, it's so hard to show this. It's a two-headed giant called an Ettin, and in the D&D world, Ettins are like the stupidest things on Earth because they will argue with each other. So, like, persuading an Ettin to do anything is, one, it's hard, but two, it's also not that hard because all you have to do is get one head to hate to disagree with the other, and then they're going to argue with each other, and Yeah. Okay, so this card has a foil at the bottom of it, which tells me it's worth something. It's a legendary creature called Asarak the Archlich. Asarak has been around since D&D first edition, since like 1970 something. Um, he is the like quintessential bad guy. He is a lich looking to take over the world. He has already found immortality, but the reason I say it has a little foil, it's got like a little foil at the bottom down there that I've not seen on any of the other cards. And it's not a foiled card, so that's where I'm like, what are we signifying with that? You know?
Yeah.
And then I've got a little swamp. Like the only other card that I've seen that on, I've not really. I'm gonna go back through them real quick, like do a quick scan. So I don't remember seeing that beforehand. Oh, okay. Any of them that are named, like they're an actual uh named character. So
Then they
Zerial.
get super fancy.
Well, that's where they get the Zerial. So it's basically, I guess that's their trademark. I don't know. No, because I just found one that had that little thing on it, and it's not a named character. Okay. Then what's the. Because it's called Instrument of the Bards, and that's not a named or trademarked thing. So why does that one get it? I don't get it. Okay. So Magic the Gathering, you are like stumping the shit out of me on some of this. Again, I'm not well versed in Magic the Gathering anymore. Not like I used to be. Last pack. And then, like I said, I've got 6 more boxes or 5 more boxes to open. We are not opening those on stream today.
How many packs are in a box?
6.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's uh, a lot of cards to open in one day. Uh, the Atropole, which I got this in a foiled card. That's my token. Goblin Javelineer. Fate's Reversal, a doom denied, or perhaps delayed. Now that's an interesting. I like this artwork here. It's a duality. It shows the guy's tomb, somebody praying over like a card, and it looks like they're bringing him back to life type thing. That's a very interesting.
It's pretty cool artwork.
Yeah. Circle of the Moon Druid. Druids of the Circle of the Moon are fierce guardians of nature who haunt the deepest parts of the wilderness. They're also shapeshifters. Circle of the Moon Druid. The Gloom Stalker. I'll make sure you never mistake a roper for a stalagmite again. Oh, interesting. Like, that's a funny statement. So there's a creature in D&D they call the Roper, and the Roper looks like a stalagmite, and it actually can be like if you don't pass a check looking at it, you might think it is just a stalagmite, and then you get close to it and it eats you or tries to. The Scion of Stygia. See, again, this one doesn't have a little thing, but it's a scion of something. Like, you would think that would have one. Dragon's Fire. Um, I like that artwork. The red dragon breathing and, like, destroying a person. We've already done the Feigned Death card. Oh! Yes. Okay. So I've actually seen this card in a in a foiled card on one of their pre-release things where they were showing video of different cards. And this was also one of those that I wanted this artwork, and it's exactly the artwork that I was wanting. It's the Baleful Beholder, and it is in the original D&D first edition Beholder artwork style. Like, that was one of the cards that when I saw it, I was like, I want this. Most other people don't want it. They want the other artwork, but that was one of the ones I was like, I want that card. And now I have it. Minimus Containment. Somebody trapped in a diamond. Underdark Basilisk. Yeah, Basilisk can go fuck themselves. See how the statues all have chunks bitten out of them? We're dealing with a Basilisk, or I'm a Froghemoth. So Basilisks will turn you into statues and then eat you.
Good times. Gotta love them snakes.
The Chaos Channeler. Well, in D&D, the Basilisk is like I think it's like a 6 or 8-legged creature.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Chaos Channeler. Dungeon Crawler. I think of it as giving them another chance to achieve their potential. Nedus Race. Necromancer. Burning Hands. A simple fire spell that grows in intensity along with its caster. This is one of those spells that when you start D&D, you typically start with Burning Hands if you're a mage, and as you get higher levels, no, as you get higher levels, the damage goes up. But it's one of those that's like a guaranteed cast always. Fireball's like a high level spell. Ooh. So my little foil at the bottom of my card. This is the Sphere of Annihilation. Holy crap. So the Sphere of Annihilation, and I wanted to read how this worked, because, like, this thing in D&D terms is like a god-powered item. You can create a Sphere of Annihilation, and you can actually control it. You can roll it across a battlefield, and anything that it touches instantly disintegrates. Um, there's a notorious, very deadly dungeon in D&D that has a Sphere of Annihilation in like a crack that you can crawl into the crack, and like basically as soon as you crawl in, you've touched the Sphere of Annihilation. So like everybody just thinks that you've like continued to crawl in. No, it's the fact that your body went limp and you fell further into the sphere that it eats all of you. But you don't know that. So like everybody's like, "Oh, well I'll follow." And like the DM, yeah. Well, no, the DM's like, the DM is not supposed to tell you what's happened, and he doesn't tell the person that it happened to what's happened. It's you're crawling through the crack, and you just continue to say he's crawling through the crack. And if he says, "Well, I yell back, it's okay," nobody hears it. That's what you say. Nobody hears you. So eventually, people are like, they get curious, and they will crawl in after you to check on you, which kills a party pretty quickly. So I was curious how this works. And it is like it costs 1 black mana to cast it, which means it's really easy to cast. But then it has this little thing with an X next to it, which means you can spend as much mana as you want to cast it to make it stronger. And that's what it does, is each one that you use gives it a counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, you destroy the Sphere of Annihilation, and all creatures and planeswalkers with mana value less than or equal to the number of counters that you've put on it, and all creatures and planeswalkers in the graveyards with mana less than or equal to the number of void counters on it are exiled, which means they are removed from the game permanently. You can legit remove somebody's whole hand almost, or whole, like, army in 1 card. Mountain. So that's an interesting... I like the way they did that, but at the same time, that is vicious, cruel, and horrible. And that is 1 box. We are done with 1 box. I got a couple of foils out of it. I've got, of course, my foiled tokens, which are like the... If I always get foiled tokens, these are worthless, in my opinion. Foiled tokens. And then I got a foiled monk card. Like, you're guaranteed... Basically, when you get one of these boxes, you're guaranteed a foiled card. And that's what the monk card was for me. Is my guaranteed foiled card. The weakest of weak foils in the world, in my opinion. But we will see how that works. And as stated, we're going to open more of these. It will not be today. It will definitely be sometime soon, because I definitely want to open them sooner rather than later, to be semi-relevant. And I might, if I can, get on my stream a little early on Thursday for D&D. I might do the unboxing then instead of...
You've been live for almost, well, is it an hour?
Yeah, exactly an hour for one box.
That's wild.
Yeah. Don't forget, I have a promo foil pack that I got. Again, these are all brought to me via my friend Muncie, who has a comic shop, who has a YouTube. Boop, boop, boop. We're gonna put the YouTube video link back up. And that's his little icon at the bottom. You'll know you're at the right place when you see that. That's the sign outside of his shop, too. But yeah. Without further things, go ahead and join up on me. I've already got the game going.
Will do, buddy.
Like I said, if I would have known it would take an hour to do one box.
You wouldn't have gone all into it.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of glad that I did for the one box. We might be able to speed it up on the next box. Like I said, I'll try to set it up in the D&D room and have a camera to where I can talk, read the card, talk, set it down. You guys can see the card, and it just keeps me from like having to do this weird like adjusting to show it type thing. But without further ado, let's move on to a little bit of Call of Duty.
to the pew pew pews.
Yep. If you're watching this, I'm going to break it up into 2 videos. Before we get into Call of Duty, I'm Shinigami Tabris. Thank you guys for watching the unboxing portion. Check up on the YouTube for the portion with the pew pews of some Call of Duty. And I'm going to take like 30 seconds to go grab water. And we'll be right back with Call of Duty in just a second. Peace.